Hi, I'm Mark. This is my December review for Pisces Sun sign and Pisces rising. We have good news for you Pisces because Neptune, your ruler, turns direct on the 1st of December. If you remember, he went retrograde in June, and at that time we looked at how you can work with the energy while it's retrograde. And there are lessons to be learned, and the lesson was to face reality and to develop a better self-awareness. So if you've done this, then you're going to start reaping the benefit of Neptune moving forward. Now Neptune's at 20 degrees Pisces, so if you have your Sun there or any other planet, then that's good news because you'll get the greater benefit. And if you have any planets at Gemini, Sagittarius or Virgo, those sort of 20-degree areas, then you'll feel this much more intensely. Now the other thing with Neptune being in Pisces is that next year Neptune will be joined by Jupiter, and both of them will come together in Pisces, and this only happens once every 165 years. On the 4th we have a solar eclipse. This solar eclipse happens in your 10th house and in the sign of Sagittarius. Now this eclipse belongs to the Saros 5 South series, same as the one last month, and will bring good news and happy events. So this is good because it's in your 10th house of career and destiny and public standing. So you can look forward to some fast changes with it being in Sagittarius, and a period of growth whereby your goals, career goals, need to be focused, and also any goals related to your chosen path. Now, with it being in the 10th house, it's also a time when you could get recognised. You could be thrust into the limelight, or you could advance along your career path. On the 5th and 6th, Mars makes two aspects. The first, on the 5th, is to Pluto, who's in the 11th house. So this is great. This fits in with the eclipse because with Pluto in that position, it's a good time to make changes to your goals and set new ones if necessary. And also it's a great time to work with others because Pluto-Mars energy is for teamwork, and you'll do a lot better working alongside other people. Then the other aspect is to Jupiter. Jupiter's in the 12th house. This is a good time to put time, effort, energy into something that needs planning, it needs careful working, something that you can work behind the scenes on and that will become out in the open next year. There may be a slight blip on the 7th to all this activity and energy that's going into things, and that's because the Sun makes an opposition to the Black Moon Lilith. The Sun is in that 10th house as well, of career and destiny, but the Black Moon is in the 4th house. So it could be something that happens at home, just a temporary thing that needs your attention. But whatever it is, the Sun will illuminate it and highlight where you need to concentrate. Then on the 9th there's a fantastic coming together of Venus and Pluto, and this makes intense desire. This happens in your 11th house, so it could be that you have a desire to be with friends, and it could be that you need that company of friends to lift you up. But it's also good in any relationship, and it could be very passionate if you're with a partner. The other thing is, with this energy, it's going to happen more than once. It's going to happen 3 times, and I'll tell you why in a second. The reason why this happens again is because Venus goes retrograde. Venus goes retrograde on the 18th, and will come back over Pluto retrograde towards the end of the month, and then will continue back for 6 weeks until she turns forward. When she turns forward, she will reach Pluto again for the 3rd and final time on the 3rd of March. So there's time to experience this energy more than once, and just see where you can take it, because while a planet is retrograde you can work with it. You can also work with this aspect. This is a good aspect to look at relationship issues, and you'll be able to see where you can make changes, maybe where you've gone wrong in the past, and this is all very positive. Now if you want to work with Venus during the retrograde period, it's in your 11th house, so the lesson to be learned is one of friendship, to develop a good set of friends and to engage in positive activities with those friends. On the 11th it might be a good day to have a day off, because we have 2 aspects. One is between the Sun and Neptune, which often indicates a drop in energy. only for a day, but could be a bit more lethargic, and it could be that you just don't want to do too much physical work. Then the other aspect is between Mercury and Jupiter. Jupiter's in that 12th house, so it's the time to doing something quiet and something that's quite reflective, and meditation would be a good thing. To look into philosophical or religious or spiritual things would be great on a day like this. On the 14th, you might be have this feeling that you're pulled in different directions at the same time. This could be with the pull between the future and the past, or it could be that you're pulled between your work or chosen path and your home and family life. This is because Mars makes a conjunction with the South Node. Mars has moved into Sagittarius on the 13th and immediately makes this conjunction, which also means it's opposite the North Node. Now it's a good time now to get some balance in your life, because what's coming up in a few days is a full moon. That will be in your 4th house of the home. So if you preempt it, start to get the balance now, then all will be good. On the 16th, we have the largest aspect of the year, which was the Saturn-Uranus aspect coming in to orb for the last time. This has been going on since January. Now, unless you've got a planet between 10 and 14 degrees of Taurus, this is not going to affect you personally. Uranus is disruptive, but this is only a general aspect for all of us, and you can see it panning out in news stories where it's the rebelliousness, it's the desire for change from Uranus that is up against the structure and organisation of Saturn. And we see this play out quite a lot this year. There's been a lot of restrictions over the past year or so, and it's understandable that people want to break free from it. But what we need people to use the Uranus for its better and higher purpose. That is with new, inventive, creative ideas that we can put forward to create that change in a creative way. On the 19th we have that full moon. It's in Gemini and it's in your 4th house. So now you're going to have to balance things, because the influence has turned to home and family. It's been work and concentrating on that 10th house for the last couple of weeks, but now the emphasis has got to change and you've got to get things balanced. If not, you're going to be in trouble. The other thing is we've got a very positive aspect on this day, and that's between the Sun and Jupiter. Now this will make sure that anything that goes on that day will be successful, because it's a very, very good aspect. The other thing we have is Mercury making an aspect to Chiron, which means that you could become the spokesperson for a group or for your friends, as this Mercury is in the 11th house now. On the 20th you could meet some new and exciting friends who will be definitely on the same intellectual wavelengths as you, and you can brainstorm and come up with some new ideas, and you could probably address some old problems with their help. Then on the 24th we have Mars in aspect with Chiron. Now this is going to affect your finances, because Mars is in the 10th house of career and destiny, and Chiron's in the 2nd house of finances. So there could be a big boost. You could overcome adversity at this point and really make some inroads into improving your financial situation. On the 26th, Mercury will make a positive aspect to Neptune, your ruler, and this will spark your imagination. This is a great day for writing or for making poetry, anything that uses the brain in a creative and constructive manner. It's also good for spiritual pursuits and studying anything, or meditation as well. But you'll be very alert and your intuition will be fantastic. It's probably not so good for mundane things, because you won't, though mundane things will bore you, so it's best to do something a little bit more exciting. Then on the 28th we have Mars putting in a fantastic aspect with Saturn. Now we had a difficult aspect a few weeks ago, but now this is a very positive one, and you can work hard, and you can work with detail, and you can really achieve a lot over the next 4 days with this aspect. On the 29th, Mercury conjuncts the retrograde Venus. This is in your 11th house. It's a good time to look at your friendships, those type of relationships, and you can see from your past experiences then and past behaviour patterns where you need to make changes and make amends so that your relationships are run successfully. Also, we have the Sun making an aspect to Chiron on that day, and this is another good time to overcome things from the past, things that may have held you back in the past. It's a good time to rise above them and show your talents off to the world. Also, we have that balance and act still continuing this month with Jupiter making a square to the nodes. So again, it's a balance between home and work or your chosen path. And it's good to, if you haven't already done with the previous aspects, get it sorted now. On the 31st, it's a day of high stimulation when the Sun makes a positive aspect to Uranus in your 3rd house. Your mind will be buzzing. Now, it's a good idea to use it on this day. Use it creatively where possible, and maybe come up with some new and exciting ideas. Maybe brainstorm with someone else who's on a similar wavelength, so that you can come up with these ideas. Anything you like, but you'll have to harness this energy, because otherwise there's no way you'll be sleeping at night, because your mind will be buzzing. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my December review. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. If you'd like to leave me a comment, I'll be glad to hear from you.